All right, everyone, how we doing? What's going on? We fed? We've had a lot to drink, not too much, I hope. We just want to get tonight started and say welcome to Legal Outreach's 40th anniversary benefit. My name is Omar Jimenez. I'm a correspondent with CNN, and I am standing here next to...
Hello, good evening. My name is Shannon Lanier. I'm an anchor at Cheddar News as well as News 12. And yes, as some of the young people in the audience have asked, I am the news anchor dad on TikTok. So follow our family fun at Mr. Shannon Lanier.
So we want to go back up to the top here. And when we talk about this particular group, we're here tonight to guide you through this celebration of 4 decades of legal outreach. Pretty incredible. An organization that has made such a lasting impact on so many that are here tonight. So let's just start. If you've provided that impact or been impacted yourself, give yourselves a round of applause for being a part of 40 years of history. We'd like to welcome Legal Outreach's law firm, corporate partners, and generous individual donors who not only helped raise over $900,000 tonight, but also provided, yeah, you can give yourselves a hand for that, that's pretty great. But also provided inspirational experiences for the students from internships, professional exposure workshops, and more. You've judged debates, you've been guest speakers, mentors. All of these interactions have made such a tangible impact on the students' growth, confidence, and their exposure to the professional world.
And we have a lot of thank yous to get through tonight, so hang with us because there were so many generous people that made tonight possible, who made all of the opportunities in this organization possible, and all the yummy food we had earlier possible. I know I'm stuffed. Yeah, go ahead, give it up for the staff and all that food, because it was good. All right. So we would specifically like to recognize tonight's Keystone supporter and corporate diversity champion, Bloomberg. Give it up for Bloomberg. That's right. Bloomberg has been extremely involved in the constitutional law debate program in recent years.
And we have got the cornerstone supporters, sponsors Aiken Gump, Cleary Gottlieb, Davis Polk, Patterson Belknap, Reed Smith, and then donors, advisory board member Doug Bacon and Judy Bigelow.
That's right, give it up for them. The anchor supporters sponsor American Express and donors board chair Centel Taylor and her husband Ronald, as well as the advisory board member Ann Robinson. Give it up for them.
And we're going to do it like a black graduation. I know they say hold your applause. When you hear your name, just start clapping and going for it, you know? We're just going to keep it going. So we're going to continue thanking the Stepping Stone supporters, sponsors Aerial Property Advisors, Kramer Levin, Proskauer Rose, as well as donors, the Bingaman Foundation, the Morrison and Forster Foundation, our honoree tonight from Bloomberg, David Levine. And there we go. See, that's the winning family right there. And advisory board members James McClammy, Jeff Lewis, and Kevin Tagami.
And finally, a thank you to the brick and mortar supporters, the sponsor Capital One, Kroll and Mooring, Fresh Fields, the NBA. Woo, all right. Come on, we got to see who can win in the claps. The NBA, Oric, Ropes and Gray, Simpson and Thacher, as well as advisory board members Bill Russell, Howard Shafstein, Melvin Rosa, Michael Henry Peter, Dopus, and Sal Shapiro, as well as board member Galen McGowan, and LO executive director, and tonight's honoree, James O'Neill. Give it up for him. Yeah! That's right. And finally, alumnus Larry Blanco. All right. Now, as we celebrate, we, of course, want to extend a hearty welcome to all the LO alumni in the audience. Give yourselves a round. All right, woo! Yes, yes. Get this, we have over 120 alumni in the building tonight. Yes. Your attendance tonight stands as a visible and direct evidence, not circumstantial evidence, of the impact and the work of the organization. The LO provided you the structure and gave you the tools, but let it be clear, there is no doubt that you all did the hard work. That's right. It wasn't easy. That's right. You took advantage of the opportunities and you used what you learned as a launching pad and discovered your passion and your dreams. Your presence here tonight inspires us all.
I want to try something real quick. James O'Neill. Legal Outreach alums. Oh, this is a good group. And of course, we can't forget the Legal Outreach parents who are here tonight. Look, you not only supported your children, but you embraced Legal Outreach as a partner by not allowing your children to quit when the going got tough. You taught them how to persevere, how not to quit, and how to stay committed until the very end. I personally believe that's what parents do best. So I know you already gave it up, but give it up for the parents in the house tonight. You provided that glue that kept your children on the path to success.
That's for sure, because I'm a father of 3, and we're praying for y'all parents. We'll just say that. Whew. It isn't easy. Y'all need awards tonight as well. We should have been giving y'all awards. But of course, we also, by necessity, we must acknowledge the LO staff, the full-timers, the part-timers, the teachers, instructors, mentors, coordinators, volunteers. That's right. We thank both the current and the past people who have contributed to this organization, whose work on the ground level has paved the way and have really paid rich dividends to this organization and so many people whose lives have been impacted. Without you, there is no Legal Outreach. There has been no results that we would have been able to even celebrate tonight without you and all of your hard work. So we thank you for laboring the vineyards. We thank you for the rich harvest that you have helped produce. Give it up for them.
Now, Legal Outreach, of course, couldn't change educational and professional outcomes for students of color, first-generation students, or students from underserved communities if the organization didn't have support from the top. So, I'd like to thank 2 individuals to make their way to the stage to talk from their vantage points about the work of the organization. Representing Legal Outreach's Board of Directors is Board Chair Cintel Taylor, and representing Legal Outreach's Advisory Board is Board Chair Francesca Odell. It is my pleasure to ask them both to come to the stage.
Good evening. So I'm not using a teleprompter tonight because I refuse to give James my information. And for those of you who know me, you know that I'm always off script, but I hope I'm always saying something meaningful to you. Tonight is very different. I'm going to be on script, and I'm going to read from my iPad. So this is the new universe and new me. When you decide for someone what they can or cannot do, what they should or should not do, what they need or do not need, you are standing in the way of their destiny. When you decide what is right for someone based upon your own set of beliefs, you're standing in the way of their destiny. Oftentimes, the way we live our lives play out is a manifestation of the characters in our lives. Our lives become center stage, and we are the central figures. We often say lights, camera, and action on set. It sets the stage for what we're about to do. The awesome task of rewriting the script includes recasting and recalibrating. Legal Outreach rewrote the script, recast the characters, and started on a journey that began with the vision of James B. O'Neill and his co-creator, Dennis. It was not only his vision, but his supporting cast that created what we can proudly say It's one of the most successful pipeline diversity programs in the country. Tonight is a celebration of gratitude and acknowledgement. Friends, family members, students, faculty, staff, board members, advisory board members, funders, thank you for all the sacrifice, for all of your commitment, for your dedication, for your hard work on behalf of our students and our families. Thank you for your mentorships, your volunteerism, your ideas, and your critiques that designed a superior program and created the confidence students needed to pursue their dreams. Thank you for providing the dollars that are crucial for us to survive and provide much-needed services to our students and our families. The reality is, you are our co-creators. It cannot be done without you. It cannot be done without you. I want to thank you for not only helping us raise the bar, but for helping us keep the bar elevated so high that the expectations of this program are unmatched. I want to welcome you to 40 years of absolute excellence. Welcome to the dreams fulfilled. Before I go on, I want to thank the faculty and I want to thank the staff. What an amazing and extraordinary job they've done, not just over the 40 years, so for past faculty, but present faculty, and seeing us through this horrific time in our lives. They have worked tirelessly to make sure that our students did not miss a beat, and they have not missed a beat. I want to say thank you to Bathsheba. Bathsheba. I'm getting a little emotional. This is not easy work. Nothing that she does is easy. And yet she makes it look seamless. It feels seamless. Her outcomes are extraordinary. The work that she does with these students is unmatched. The conversations, I don't know if Bathsheba actually sleeps. I know I don't. So I don't know if she actually sleeps, but what I do know is when I hear the results, every year I think she's done it again. And I'm never surprised. She is an extraordinary human being. I want to say thank you to Claire for working tirelessly to put this event on. What an amazing 40-year anniversary. I want to also congratulate David Levine, our corporate diversity champion, and what a huge supporter he has become. Thank you so very much. So governance. Governing James and I'm laughing. Governing James has been one of the biggest blessings and honors of my life. When you come from nothing, as we did, and you navigate and you move from nothing to something, and you understand the sacrifices that one makes to provide other people with opportunities, then you understand the sacrifices that he's made. I want to say thank you, James, for not just everything you've done, but for everything you are, for modeling behavior that we could look up to every day, not just our students, but our faculty and our staff and our board members. I want to thank you for sacrificing your own personal and professional life so that you could breathe life into other people. I want to say thank you on behalf of every person sitting in this room, because you, my dear, have become not only an exceptional professional and a huge presence in this space, but you've also become a friend to all of us. So thank you for your service. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for not spending a lot of money every year. But beyond that, thank you for showing up for these families and these students year after year after year without complaint. We appreciate you. Thank you. I would normally share with you the stats on our program right about now during this presentation, but I'm going to ask you to forgive me for not sharing statistics with you tonight. What I can say to you is that any program that delivers 99% acceptance rate, you don't need to hear any stats from me tonight. The results are the results. And our young people have done extraordinary things. They've reached back to the community. They've become mentors. They've become volunteers. They've become change creators in our communities. And that was the point. That was a part of the vision. That was a part of the dream fulfilled. And we know they will go on to do great things. And they are doing great things. And you will hear from some of them this evening. But what you need to know beyond anything else is that what's been accomplished here has not been accomplished by very many programs. And while many, many people have pushed and prodded for us to serve more students and more students and more students, we have stood our ground, because you have to understand that it's not quantity, it's quality. And if you do it right with the quality, you will get the quantity, because the students will go back to the communities and they will become change agents, and they will bring others along, just as I did and just as James continues to do. James's mission, his vision, was to shatter barriers to access, to opportunity, and resources by providing programs that would create a power dynamic within students that cannot be denied. Education is that power dynamic. Education took me out of a ghetto that I would consider to be a third world country and lifted me and elevated me to some of the highest places in this country. I have worked and served with presidents, chiefs of staff, corporate executives, and done so proudly. Education can change lives. What you're doing for us and what you have done for us has changed lives. And so when you leave here tonight, I want you to know that it's not just writing the checks. It's the volunteering, it's the mentoring, it's picking up the phone when I call it ungodly hours, when James calls it ungodly hours. It's answering the call. You have answered the call. And I can tell you that what's going on out in the world beyond those doors does not represent what's going on in this room. And I am very proud to be a part of it. I am very proud to have partnered with all of you. I'm very proud to stand here with Francesca, who has become a very dear friend. I'm very proud of Legal Outreach and every single person and every single thing associated with it. I wanted to share a bit of what James has sacrificed, because not many of us get the opportunity to go to Ivy League schools. Not many of us get the opportunity to go to college, which is why what we've done here is so extraordinary. But going to an Ivy League school, it doesn't make a difference if you're black, white, green, or purple, is an accomplishment. And now think about getting into an Ivy League law school and you're a black man. Well, that's an accomplishment. And now think about turning down opportunities on Wall Street. One would question your mental capabilities. But that's what James did. And he's been blessed for it, and we have been blessed for it. And doing this work requires you to put one boot on at a time. It requires you to be resilient. A lot of people say no to you. But for those people who do say yes to you, it opens up the world. It opens up opportunities. On behalf of the board of directors, on behalf of the students, on behalf of our families, thank you for blessing us. Thank you for partnering with us. Thank you for supporting James through 40 years. 40 years. And as James's era kind of comes to a close, and we welcome in Tamika, I want to say to you, that change is a good thing. We call it enriching. We're being enriched. We're facing new times, new eras, new circumstances. She is amazing, and she will continue to be amazing. And what I would ask you to do is to continue with the legacy of excellence by supporting Tamika and her new administration, by supporting our families, by supporting our boards. Continue the volunteerism, continue mentoring, continue giving what you can when you can. There's nothing ever too little. Giving is a service. Service is a blessing. We have been blessed. Thank you.
So wait, one more round of applause for Sintel. I have learned so much in the time that I have spent with legal outreach. I started working with legal outreach in 1995, but there's one thing I have not mastered, which is trying to go before Sintel. Because going after Sintel is quite a hard act, and I've been doing it for a while. But she's done so much for the organization, so thank you, and thank the whole board of directors. And welcome to all of you. We debated back and forth whether we should have a bigger event this year, something more festive, and just looking out at so many familiar faces, so many students that I've met over the years, I guess adults now. I'm really glad we did it. It's wonderful to see everyone together in the room to celebrate legal outreach, to celebrate James, to celebrate Tamika, and we're just thrilled to have you all here. And thank you to everyone at Legal Outreach who put so much work into this event, because it is a tremendous amount of work. And thank you all for making it to another event in June. I know that many of you support other organizations, and June is a month of many festivities. But for us, this one is just so meaningful and important, and we thank you so much for all of your support. When we spoke about this event and the need to celebrate James and what he's done for the organization, of course, James said that we couldn't do that, and we fought it a little bit. So you'll have moments of celebrating James throughout the evening, which is why I, too, protested providing my script in advance of remarks, but I'm going to keep it really brief because we have a lot of folks who want to talk about James. The legal profession, which is the one I'm involved in, is like so many other professions, needing of a more diverse group of leaders and professionals. And the fact that the legal profession is not as diverse as it should be is one that pains a number of us who are involved in it, and legal outreach is really a very important part of the solution to that issue. It provides individuals, like all of us, and the institutions that we're affiliated with, who believe in the importance of diversity and inclusion, with an opportunity to start to change that from the ground up, as opposed to trying to deal with the aftermath of that unfortunate situation. We focus each day on exposing many of the youth that you've met tonight to a world that they should have access to in the first place, a world in which many of us here tonight are already involved. In our audience are parents, as we heard about before, students, young professionals, but also teachers and instructors, coordinators, mentors, and so many other people that are important to that journey. Thanks to all of you and for your commitment to making a difference and to supporting legal outreach. Access to this profession is very important, but it's just a first step. Legal outreach takes that mission beyond access. It provides training, resources, and experiences that are so important to understanding what the legal profession is about and what other professions are about. All of this helps our students understand what it might be like to be a lawyer, or if they don't like that, what it might be like to be a professional in finance or in another area. Just having access to that opportunity is incredibly important. So thank you for celebrating all the achievements of legal outreach with us tonight. James, your vision of this organization was extraordinary. It surprises me every day how someone at that point in their life could have such a vision and then spend their entire career fulfilling it. It's an amazing gift, and we're all so very thankful. Tamika, we're so excited for where you're going to take this organization, and we're all going to stay along for the ride. We appreciate your commitment to legal outreach and everything that you've done and also everything that you're going to do. And I really trust that with all of our focus, that over the years, the folks at these tables in the front of the room are going to start to look more like the real world, and that law firms and other legal professions are going to have that same diverse approach to focusing and providing access and to lawyering and to mastering our professions. So thank you everyone for coming tonight. Thank you for all of your support of legal outreach, and we hope you enjoy the evening.